you. We struggling. So today we'll be replacing brake pads and brake rotors on this BMW E46 M3. So once you have the car up on jack stand, the first thing you want to do is remove these two 6mm hex sockets. So once you remove the two hex bolts, you want to pry this retainer clip back. So once you remove the two plastic covers that exposes the two 7mm hex bolts, you want to remove them. At this point. Alright, so once you remove the two hex bolts from the back, you want to go ahead and remove the brake caliper. So you want to go ahead and put this to the side. So now that you remove the brake caliper, we're going to go ahead and remove this bracket right here. It's a 16mm bolt. We have two in the back side. This one and one down here. Alright, so once you remove this bracket off the back, just make sure you put down the e-brake so we can be able to remove the brake rotor. Alright, so now we're going to put the brake rotor back on. Make sure you line up the two hex bolts. I gotta hammer this one too. So now we're going to put this bracket back on with these two 16mm bolts. So now you have to retract the piston, so you want to put an old brake pad here and use a C-clamp. Alright, so now that you compress your piston, you want to take your brake pad, make sure you put the lubrication on it, stick it in here. Take your other pad. Just put the piston back on it. Alright, so now you want to put your slide pins back on. Make sure you lubricate them. And with a 7mm hex bolt, you want to tighten them up. Alright, so when you have your brake rotor and your brake pad back on, make sure to put these hex bolts back on the rotor. You also have to put the caps back on the slide pins. One top, one in the bottom.